Welcome. Short episode. Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insight. Thanks to sponsors, Beckett Media, Beckett Grading, Beckett Authentication, ComC.com, Heritage Auctions, Huggins & Scott Auctions, Mike Stadium Sports Cards, Burbank Sports Cards, Upper Deck, Panini, and Topps. This one is a little bit about Upper Deck. I'd gotten a nice email from Ken Capell, and he mentioned that he might be up in Toronto, and I might be up there too. I look forward to seeing you, Ken. But in the meantime, I asked him, since he was very interested in an episode on Upper Deck's Young Guns over the years, so once you record something, send it to me, and I'll try to weave it into a future episode. So my hockey experience, I love hockey. I was a season ticket holder, late '90s up through the mid-late '90s, I guess, up through when the Stars down here won the Cup, and then again about 10 years ago, for 3 or 4 years, I had some great season tickets, went regularly, but now not so much. So when I go to Toronto, I will be, well, let's put it this way: one of the sports card insights would be that you need to know what you know and know what you don't know. I know that I am not as up on hockey as I was prior to, say, 2005. So if I'm going through dollar boxes and having a good time seeing what's there, I am going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to identifying good cards, better cards, not as good cards when it comes to that. And so if in doubt, I'm going to pass. I may pass on some nuggets, but nevertheless, if it's a dollar box, you don't expect to see something spectacular in there. One thing that was interesting in the interview not interview, but I just told Ken to speak into the microphone. One of the things he really likes about the Young Guns is that they're not numbered. They're not serially numbered. They're not autographed. And he actually likes that. And again, that's something the card companies are really trying to do. They're trying to gain acceptance for cards that are not serially numbered or have assets or scarcity attached to them that people can just collect because they enjoy them. So I think Ken did a really nice job of explaining why he loves Upper Deck Young Guns over the years. And so I'm going to just turn it over to Ken, and I'll see you all again after, tomorrow with another episode. Thanks again, Ken, for sharing your insights.
I'm a big fan of the Young Guns. They're a great hockey rookie card. They have been around since 1990-91. They started as a subset to the base set, and have had some of the best rookies of those years. In the beginning, it wasn't always rookie cards because Upper Deck had contracts with other companies like the World Juniors, and they would put their cards out first. So the Young Guns were kind of the second card in a lot of cases. But as we know, the Pavel Bure and Sergei Fedorov and Felix Potvin were in those first years, and they were pretty much hot cards at the time. Well, they went through the beginning of the 90s as either inserts or mail-ins. I should say inserts have been subsets. Then they kind of went away for a couple of years. And then in 99, 2000, they came back, and they really started hitting their stride at that point in terms of they were short prints, so you'd get so many per box. They weren't always rookie cards. They were sometimes second-year cards. But then after the lockout of 2004, they kind of came back as pure, just rookie cards. And every year, they're extremely collectible. They always look good. They always have a nice design. They always have the rookies in their jerseys. So they're not like, in their World Juniors or the Canadians or American jerseys. They're always in their NHL teams. And in many cases, they are the first card of that new rookie class. A great example, 2005, 2006, we had Sidney Crosby, and they also had Alex Ovechkin. First cards of them actually in their uniforms, in their new uniforms. Very collectible. They've always held their value over the years. Great cards to collect. Like I said, they're very good to look at, very collectible, very tradable. The biggest thing that I like about them is that they're not numbered. We've got so many different rookie cards that are out there, like SP Authentic and Trilogy and Artifacts, but they're always like numbered cards, or they have autographs on them. They're never autographed, they're never numbered, and they're never really a short print. You have the same odds in pulling a Connor McDavid as you do any other rookie in that set. They're one every 4 packs. So you always have that chance. Plus, the way they break them up over Series 1 and Series 2, I love the fact that you're not trying to collect 100 rookie cards at once. You have your time to come out and get the first 49, and then in Series 2, the second 49 come out with the checklist cards in there to get you up to the 100. So they're very plentiful, but they also hold their value, and they come out and they continue to hold their value years later. Plus, they're gradable. They look really good encased in the BGS or the PSA, and they hold their value there. And they're something that everybody just loves to get at some point in time, because you're looking at those rookies and you're also being able to collect everybody as you want to have them. So that's kind of my feeling. I've been a Young Gun collector for pretty much since the beginning. My goal is to get every single Young Gun rookie card ever produced. Not exclusives, not high gloss, just the actual rookies. And I'm doing pretty good with it. I've got pretty much every set since 2012 completed. A couple sets various through the years and continue to work on it. So it's just one of those things that is very, good to collect, but also fun to do. And then look back and see who's actually made it and who hasn't. Because you're not just picking some of the best players. Great example would be a Jordan Binghamton. I had 3 or 4 Jordan Binghamtons at one point, and I've had him since 2014, 2015. He took a little bit of time, came out last year, won the Stanley Cup, and now his cards are exploding. And what's the leader of the pack? It's the Upper Deck Young Guns. And one final thought too, they've always managed to pinpoint the rookies, and have the big rookies, like McDavid, like Austin Matthews, like Elias Pettersson, Jack Hughes. But then, some of the lesser knowns too that come up, like an Eric Carlson's card or a Brett Burns had a Young Gun rookie card. So, because they get lost in a lot of the shuffle with some of these other sets. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much for taking the time for letting me, kind of give you my ideas on this. If you need anything else, let me know. Thank you.